SKIP is an NGO that provides educational support to children in Trujillo, Peru. Over 350 children each year receive school fees, uniforms and school materials from SKIP. SKIP does not just provide direct educational support to children, but it also cares about the children's families. It provides parents with microloans as well as psychological support when they face difficulty.
I had the opportunity to volunteer in educational department of SKIP. I taught English and geography and communication to kids aged from 3 to 18. That experience was very special and very significant to me because I worked with the most vulnerable of vulnerable people. They were kids from families that were coping with great poverty and their rights were often violated. They've been neglected, they had to work, take care of the siblings. So that allowed me to see how the life chances significantly impair their ability to learn, even when they have the opportunities to do so. During one of our art classes, we decided to use old cereal boxes, and as we lifted them, little pieces of cereal fell on the floor, and in that moment all the kids grasped at them, and that showed how immensely hungry they are on a daily basis. As well, kids often say that they take their food that they receive at school and they bring it home just to share with their brothers and sisters.
What makes SKIP a special NGO is the fact that they acknowledge that kids' development can only be achieved not only through education, but also by offering them a good environment at home for them to develop fully. I was part of the Economic Development Department and I was working on the microcredit program, which gives loans up to £100 approximately to SKIP families at very low interest rates in order to allow them to start or develop a business or improve their house environment. What struck me the most is the fact that most loans were used to cover very basic needs. For example, there was a family once that came to the office asking for a loan to build a roof in their house, and I soon found out that most families don't have a roof, a door, windows, toilets or even running water in their house. Another thing that surprised me during my stay in Peru was the huge difference between developed countries and Peru in terms of healthcare. Families were coming to SKIP asking for emergency loans because they could not afford medicines for their kids who were ill. And in some cases, kids needed lifelong treatments which would have been free in Europe and which they could not afford in Peru.